The small town of Ijebu-Ife sat quietly in the heart of Ogun State. It was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone, where life was simple, but hard. In a small mud house at the edge of the village lived Mr. and Mrs. Ajoni and their 5 children. There was Kunal, the first son, bold and strong. Kimi, the only daughter, beautiful and outspoken. Bayo, the 3rd child, clever and fast-talking. Then came Tunde, the 4th, quiet, observant, and always wearing a faint smile even when his heart was heavy. And finally, Sola, the baby of the house. From the very beginning, life didn't treat Tunde kindly. When he was just 5, his father lost his job at a sawmill. The burden of raising 5 children fell mostly on his mother, Mama Kunal, a woman known for her sharp tongue and quick temper. She loved her first son and her daughter deeply, but Tunde? He was her least favorite. Whenever Tunde made mistakes, even small ones, her words would sting harder than any slap. Tunde, you'll never make it in life. Look at your mates, see how useful they are to their parents. You're just a waste of space. The boy would quietly look down, tears burning behind his eyes. But instead of answering back, he would whisper to himself, "One day, I'll make her proud." His siblings teased him too. Kunal would call him Mummy's burden, while Kimi laughed and said he was too soft to survive in this world. Only his father sometimes defended him. "Leave the boy alone. He's just different," Baba Ajoni would say. But his voice was weak in that house. Mamas ruled everything. Tunde grew up learning not to expect much. During Christmas, while others wore new clothes, he'd wear Kunal's old shirts, patched and faded. When food was served, he'd get the smallest share, and his mother would say, "You're not the one working to buy it, so eat what you're given." But Tunde had a heart bigger than his situation. He helped neighbors fetch water, ran errands for elders, and worked on the farm even when it wasn't his turn. The neighbors liked him, many said. This boy will go far, even if his mother can't see it. In secondary school, Tunde was brilliant. Despite coming late to class, because he had to hawk palm oil in the morning, he often topped the class. His teachers loved him. One day, his principal called his mother. "Madam Ajoni, your son is exceptional. If you can support him, I believe he can get a scholarship." But Mama just laughed bitterly. "Scholarship? For Tunde? Please, he should just learn a trade. I don't have money for any fancy dreams." The words crushed him. That night, he cried silently under his old mosquito net. But in his heart, something shifted. He told himself, "If nobody will help me, I will help myself." By the time he finished secondary school, his siblings were already moving on. Kunal got a job in Ibadan. Kimi married a trader. Bayo was learning to drive. When it was Tunde's turn to ask for help to continue school, his mother snapped. "I've told you, I don't have money. If you want to continue schooling, go and find it yourself." That night, he packed a small nylon bag with 2 shirts, a pair of trousers, his worn-out Bible, and a tiny piece of paper where he had written, "I will make it, no matter how long it takes." Before sunrise, he quietly left home. He didn't even wake anyone. He walked to the main road and joined a bus to Lagos, the city he had only heard about in radio stories. Lagos was chaos, traffic, noise, people shouting everywhere. Tunde's 2,000 Nigerian nairas disappeared quickly. He had nowhere to stay, so he slept in a kiosk behind a market at Mushin. During the day, he worked as a bus conductor, shouting Ojalegba, "Oshodi, enter with your change oh." People insulted him. Some drivers beat him for not bringing enough passengers. But each night, he'd sit under the streetlight near a kiosk and read old books he found in the dustbin. One day, a woman who sold bread nearby noticed him. "Young man, you day read every night. Wetting you day study?" "I just want to learn, Ma," he replied shyly. She smiled. You get sense. Oh, wait, make I give you small bread. That woman, Mama Rizai, became his first real helper in Lagos stall and gave him leftover bread at night. Life was still tough, but he had a little hope. The story continue. Subscribe to watch the concluding part.